A very good morning, dear students. Let's meet in today's session and we will start our exercise 7.2, question number 8. Yes. So have you solved the questions given to you in the previous class? So let's see what is question number 8. If A and B are the coordinates of A are -2 and B coordinates are 2 -4 respectively. Find the coordinates of P such that AP is equal to 3/7 AB. See, it's the relation of AP and AB given. And P lies on the line segment AB. Now, first of all, we will, with the given information, we will represent it what the things are. So, here, see, they have given that AB is a line segment and P is here such that AP is 3/7 AB. So here if you take AP is equal to 3/7 AB, then if you bring this AB to this side to LHS, it will be AP upon AB is equal to 3/7. Now from this what we get, that AP if it is 3, AB will be 7. So if AP is 3, this whole AB will be 7. So from this, can you find PB? So we can find PB, that 7 minus 3 is equal to PB. So this is how we get PB is equal to 4. Right? So now let's represent it in the statement form. So here given to us is that AP is equal to, so we will write here that given AP is equal to 3/7 AB and P lies on AB. So these all things are they have given. From this what we have found, that PB is equal to AB minus AP, which is 7 minus 3, 4. And this is how what we get the ratio of AP and PB. So this is how we get AP is to PB is equal to 3:4. Once we know this ratio, what is this ratio? That means this is M1, this is M2. And the coordinates of A and B are given in the question itself. So what is A here? That is -2, B 2, -4. So from this we know what is x1 and y1. So this is x1, y1, x2, y2. So all the things we have found here. So we can use here section formula. So by section formula, what is that section formula? Coordinates of the point here which is intersecting that line segment is M1 x2 plus M2 x1 upon M1 plus M2. This is x coordinate, and M1 y2 plus M2 y1 upon M1 plus M2. This is the y coordinate. So from this, the coordinates of P equal to, let's write, we have found what is M1, M2 and what x1, y1, x2, y1 given to us. So with this, we get it here. M1 means 3 into 2 plus 4 into minus 2 upon 3 plus 4 x coordinate. Then 3 into minus 4 plus 4 into minus 2 upon 3 plus 4. Now simplify this. 6 minus 8 upon 7 minus 12 minus 8 upon 7. So this is how we get here. Minus 2 upon 7 minus 20 upon 7. Note this down. Take a pause and note this down. So we will move to the next question. Question number 9 is find the coordinates of the points which divide the line segment joining A with coordinates minus 2, 2 and B coordinates 2 and 8 into 4 equal parts. So here we have to find the coordinates of points that divide the line segment AB in 4 equal parts. 4 equal parts. So first of all we will represent this and then we will write for it. We will write the statement for it. See, this is the line AB, line segment AB with coordinates minus 2, 2, B, 2, 8. Now from this we know what is x1, y1 and x2, y2. Now what they have given that there are the points that divide this AB into 4 equal parts. So 4 equal parts means, see, here are the 4 equal parts. You can see, let these points be P, Q, R. So here by this P, Q, R we get line segment divided into 4 equal parts. So suppose here it is 2, 2, 2, 2. So 4 equal parts. It could be 3, 3, 3, 3. 4 equal parts. So that means, already I have told you, when it is equal parts, we instead of writing that into 3, 3, 3, we are writing it into 1 part, 1, 1, 1. Yes. So by taking the ratio of sides, we can write that easily. So here what we have given, we have represented here that line segment AB is divided into 4 equal parts by the points P, Q, R. So let us write it. Let points P, Q, R divide the segment AB. So here x1, y1, x2, y2. Now from this, how many ratios we get? That AP is to PB. So first ratio we get as AP is to PB. Right? So by this we get the coordinates of P point. Second ratio we get as this, if you take this whole R point, Q. So Q means how it is? AQ is to QB. Now third ratio is AR is to RB. Now if you observe here we get the coordinates of P point, here we get coordinates of Q point, here we get coordinates of R point. And now in terms of numbers, how we write the ratio of this? AP is 1 is to 3. This is one part and this 1 plus 1 plus 1 gives us 3. Coordinate, yes. Ratio of AQ and QB is 2 is to 2. So here we can use midpoint formula. Here it is AR means 3. 1 plus 1 plus 1 3 is to 1. Now here in all cases we have found the ratio with the given information. Let's start finding the coordinates of points. So bisection formula. So what is the section formula? That x coordinate is m1 x2 plus m2 x1 upon m1 plus m2, and the y coordinate is m1 y2 plus m2 y1 upon m1 plus m2. So now we will find the, yes, so here we write, since AP is to PB is equal to 1 is to 3. So the coordinates of P is equal to, now here what we have, M1 is 1 and M2 is 3. In this case M1 is 1 and M2 is 3. So let's take M1 into X2. So 1 into 2 plus M2 is 3 into X1 minus 2 upon 1 plus 3, and y coordinate we get as 1 into 8 plus 3 into 2 upon this 1 plus this 3. So this is how we get 2 minus 6 upon 4, 8 plus 6 upon 4. It is minus 4 upon 4, and here it is 14 upon 4. So finally the coordinates of point P are minus 1 and 7 upon 2. I hope you understood this, how we found the coordinates of point P. So similarly here, since AQ is to QB is equal to 2 is to 2. It means both are equal. Ratio is 1. So that's why what we use the midpoint formula. So by midpoint formula, we can use here midpoint formula, because see, the ratio gives us answer 1. 2 upon 2 gives us 1. So that means by midpoint formula, the coordinates of Q are x1 plus x2 upon 2, y1 plus y2 upon 2. So that gives us, what is x1? x1 is minus 2 plus, what is x2? 2 upon 2. What is y1? 2 plus y2 is 8 upon 2. So this is how we get the coordinates of Q as 0 upon 2 and 10 upon 2. It means finally it is 0 and 5. Now let's find the coordinates of point R. So since AR is to RB is equal to 3 is to 1. So from this what we get? We get this as M1 and this as M2, right? So now what? Bisection formula, the coordinates of R is equal to, what is M1? 3. 3 into 2 plus 1 into minus 2 upon 3 plus 1. Then 3 into 8 plus 1 into 2 upon 3 plus 1. Now after simplifying this, we get here as 6 minus 2 upon 4, comma 24 plus 2 upon 4. So finally we get here the coordinates of point R are 4 upon 4 and here 26 upon 4, which means finally we get this as 1 x coordinate and 13 upon 2 as the y coordinate. So note this down. So now let's see the 10th sum. Find the area of rhombus if its vertices are 3, 0, 4, 5 and -2, -1 taken in order. Now they have asked us to find the area of rhombus. Hint is given, and that is area of rhombus is equal to half into diagonal 1 into diagonal 2. So first of all we will draw rhombus. So this is rhombus, and if we take A as 3, 0, B as 4, 5, then next is -1, 4, we will take that as C, and D as -2, -1. So from this we know what are the diagonals of this rhombus. AC is a diagonal and BD is another diagonal. So what we have to find? We have to find by distance formula we have to find distance of AC with given coordinates A and C and distance of BD by using distance formula, right? So now we will start the sum. Let the given vertices be, it's not like the given rhombus, we will write here rhombus. ABCD with vertices A as 3, 0, B 4, 5, C -1, -4 and D -2, -1. Now we have to take these things in same order because they have given us, that is given in order. So the diagonals are here. Mention these diagonals. So AC, BD. Now here when you are drawing this kind of question where geometry is there, means the questions based on geometry, you have to draw the figure in this, so you will understand it and even the examiner will understand that you have understood this concept very well. So now by using distance formula, so what is the distance formula? x2 minus x1 plus y2 minus y1 square under square. So this is distance under square x2 minus x1 whole bracket square plus y2 minus y1 whole bracket square is the distance. So by distance formula, the distance AC. Now for this AC means this is x1, y1, x2, y2. Minus 1 minus 3 whole bracket square plus 4 minus 0 whole bracket square. So that gives us minus 4 whole bracket square plus 4 square. That is under square root. 16 minus 4 square is 16 plus 16 gives us square root 32. It means we get here 2. It's 16 twos. See, when you are taking this 16 twos, so 16 is perfect square. So here 4 square root 2 units square is the area of, distance of, not units, only units, distance of AC. Similarly, we will find the distance BD. Now again, first decide what is x1 and what is y1, and then write it here. So under square root in bracket minus 2 minus 4 whole bracket square plus minus 1 minus 5 whole bracket square. That gives us minus 6 square plus minus 6 square. So it is 36 plus 36. So it means square root 72. Again here 72 you can factorize like 36 twos are 72. So here 36 is perfect square, 6 comes out, and this is how we get the distance BD, 6 square root 2 units. Now they have asked us area of rhombus. Area of rhombus ABCD is equal to half into AC into BD. That is half into 4 square root 2 plus, into 6 square root 2. It is square root gives us 2. 4 6 are 24. Here 2 is down, that gets cancelled. So finally we get the answer as 24 units square or square units. So please take a pause and write this down. So thus children, we have seen that how we use the coordinate geometry to find the distance between two given points, as well as we have solved so many sums to find the area of rhombus and area of square. So now the next concept is area of a triangle. So even to find area of a triangle, coordinate geometry, this concept how we use, let's see. But what is the area of triangle? What you have studied, that area of a triangle is half into base into height, or we say altitude, right? So this is altitude. And even in 9th standard you have learnt about Heron's formula, area of a triangle by Heron's formula, and that is S into S minus A, S minus B, S minus C, where A, B and C are the different sides, 3 sides of triangle. Now if you use this formula and to find the area of a triangle, even coordinate geometry concept can be used. But that is a very tedious work. That's why there is very simple thing. Let's understand this concept, area of a triangle, how we find by using this geometrical concept. So here, first of all, see the presentation and then try to understand. I am not giving you the full derivation of how we get the area of a triangle, but simply here this is coordinate plane. Now if we have point A, point B and point C, three non-collinear points on this plane, and that is in first quadrant, then how to find area of this triangle? So as you know that if you join this point, this will be A. We will take this as with point coordinates x1, y1. Then we will take coordinates of B with x2, y2, and coordinates of C with x3, y3. So then what we get here, we get by joining these points, we get this one trapezium. We can name it as A, B, Q, P. Then if you draw a perpendicular on this, then we get another trapezium, that is B, C, R, Q. So if you take this one trapezium, I'll name it as number as 1, and second trapezium, that means 1 plus 2, you will get this whole figure A, B, R, P. A, B, C, R, P. 5 sides figure. Now that is 1 plus 2. But if you subtract this trapezium, that is A, C, R, P, this I can show you here, A, C, R, P. If you cut this trapezium from these big trapeziums, then we get this area, triangle ABC. So thus here we get the area of triangle ABC. Directly I am giving you, we know the coordinates of point A, B, C. So directly here we get the area as half into x1 in bracket, this is x1 we have taken, then y2 minus y3, go in order, plus x1 is done, y2, y3 done, then x2 in bracket. Now 2 we have taken, so what is next of it? 3, y3 minus y1 plus again next x3, coordinate x3. So what will be after x3 in y coordinate? That is x1 next to it. So that is, y1 minus y2. So this is how the formula is derived by using the concept of geometry, coordinate geometry. So thus you can see here the area of triangle we get by taking the coordinates for the points and using this formula, that is half into x1 in bracket y2 minus y3 plus x2 in bracket y3 minus y1 plus x3 in bracket y1 minus y2, whole bracket complete. It means we are using x1, x2, x3 once only, and in bracket we are writing coordinates of y in proper order. So write this down. So we will start our sums. So let's start exercise 7.3. First question, find area of triangle whose vertices are, first question is, sub question is, vertices are given here 2, 3, minus 1, 0 and 2, minus 4. So directly we will start here. Our x1 will be 2, y1 will be 3, x2 will be minus 1, y2 will be 0, x3 will be 2 and y3 will be minus 4. Now if you write this, it's good. Otherwise, if you do not mention this, no problem. So here we have area of triangle by formula, by using formula of area of triangle. So that is area of a triangle is equal to, sorry, it's not square root, half of x1 y2 minus y3 plus x2 y3 minus y1 plus x3 y1 minus y2. So this is the area formula. Now putting the values for coordinates, we get y2 is 0 minus 4 plus x1 is 2 out of bracket plus minus 1 in bracket minus 4 minus 3 plus 3 in bracket 0 2 in bracket, because this is x3 3 minus 0. So this minus becomes plus, so 2 into 4 plus this is minus 7, minus 1 into minus 7 plus 2 into 3. Now if you are taking one more step for this, no problem, but you don't do mistake in this. So 4 to the 8, minus plus 7 plus 6. This is how we get 2 into 21 upon 2 units square is the answer. Write this down. Now second question of question number 1 you take as homework because it is similar to the previous one. So we will move to the second question, that in each of the following find value of k for which the points are collinear. So what they have given, that points are collinear and we have to find the value of k. Same formula we are using, that area of triangle, and we will find the value of k in this. Again here I have given you first question as homework and we are trying here the second question. Here see the points are given and coordinates of points are given 8, 1, k minus 4 and 2 minus 5. Here we have to find value of k. Now first they have given us they are collinear points. What does mean by collinear points? If we take this as A with coordinates 8, 1, B as coordinate, B as with coordinates k minus 4 and C as with coordinates 2 minus 5. Now here all as per their condition they all are collinear. If we will find the area of points which are collinear, how much area we get? That is no area we get here. That means that area is 0. So first of all we are mentioning that since so we will start here. Since the area of triangle formed by 3 collinear points is equal to 0. So we will find the area of triangle using area formula, and then we are equating that with 0. So here area of triangle is equal to, first of all, before it we will number this. This is x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3, right? So now we will put the values here. Half of x1 is 8 into y2 is -4 minus 5. See, be careful when it is minus here outside and this minus is there, you have to put this in bracket. Plus, next is k, x2 is k, then y3 is -5 minus y1 -1, plus next x3 is 2. So you have to be very careful while putting the values for these coordinates. Then x3 we have taken, so we are going on the next coordinate of next point, that is 1 minus of -4. In big square. So here we get half, yes, 8, this is -4, and this, simplify this bracket, -4 and plus 5, minus becomes plus. So what we get here, 1 plus k, now this is into -6, easily we get this, plus 2 into, now 1 and minus becomes plus, 1 plus 4 is 5. So here half into 8 plus -6k, because k into -6, plus 10. Now as we know that this area is equal to 0, so we will write this as half into, now simplify this 8 plus 10, that gives us 18, minus 6k is equal to 0, because we have taken here this as equal to 0. So whatever area we found here is equal to 0. So what common we get from this? We can find out 6 common. 6 in bracket 6, 3 minus k upon 2 is equal to 0. So here we get 3's are. So 3 minus k is equal to 0. 3 into. Now 3 goes here. So it is divided. And then k, minus k is 3. So k is minus 3. So here when it goes to this, transposing this 3 to this side, it becomes minus 3. So minus 3 and minus 3 gets, minus sign gets cancelled, it becomes plus. So k is equal to 3. Write this down.
Chunk.
Now let's move to the third question. Find the area of the triangle formed by joining the midpoints. See here, by joining the midpoints of the sides of the triangle whose vertices are given here 0, -1, 2, 1 and 0, 3. Also find the ratio of this area of triangle to the area of given triangle. Now let's see the geometrical representation of this sum. What they have given us? They have given us a triangle, means the vertices of triangle. So let's draw here triangle ABC with the vertices 0, -1, 2, 1 and here 0, 3. Now they have given us that midpoints. A triangle is formed by joining the midpoints of all these sides. So AB's midpoint we will take as P, BC's midpoint we will take as Q and AC's midpoint we will take as R. And then by joining these midpoints, the triangle is formed PQR. So what they have asked us, find the area of this triangle. We have to find the area of PQR, as well as next thing what we have to find the area or ratio of area of this triangle and area of this outer triangle ABC. So two things we have to find in this sum. Let's start. Let the triangle formed be PQR by joining midpoints of triangle ABC. Right? Now we will specify here what is x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. Okay? So by midpoint formula, coordinates of midpoint. So coordinates of midpoint we get by this formula, and then we will see the coordinates of point P, that is midpoint of midpoint of A, B. So you can see this A, B. So here x1, x2. 0 plus 2 upon 2 minus 1 plus 1 upon 2. So that gives us finally here 1 and 0. Coordinates of P are 1, 0. Next, similarly, the coordinates of point Q, that is midpoint of BC. You can see point Q is midpoint of BC. So we will take this as x1 and this as x2. It is 2 plus 0 upon 2 and 1 plus 3 upon 2. So finally we get here this as 1 and 2. Coordinates of Q we get as 1 and 2. Next, similarly we will find the coordinates of R. Then R is midpoint of AC. So that is what will be x1 AC means here 0, 0, 0 plus 0 upon 2 and 3 plus minus 1 upon 2. So finally we get here 0 and 1. Coordinates of R are again, here we get 0 and 1. Now once we know the coordinates PQR, we can find the area by using formula of area of triangle. So by using formula of area of triangle, area of PQR is equal to half into, put the values, PQR. This is x1. This is x1 we can write. y1. x2 y2. x3 y3. Now what these coordinates we are using to find the area? This is 1 into 2 minus 1 plus, next 1 into 1 minus 0 plus 0 into, so whatever we write that comes 0, but we have to write it 0 minus 2. So this is how we get half into 1 into 1 plus 1 into 1 plus 0 into minus 2. Half into, this is 1, this is 1, this is 0. So 1 plus 1, 2. So here we get 1 unit square area of triangle PQR. Now we will solve area of triangle ABC by using the same formula. So it is, I will write it here, half of, now see here, this is x1, this is x1, we have already decided it. So 0 into y2, 1 minus 3 plus x2 is 2 into next y3, 3 minus 1 plus x1 is, x3 is 0. So here minus 1, minus 1. So here we get half into, simplify this, 1 minus 3, 0 into minus 2 plus 2 into, this becomes plus. So 3 plus 1 gives us 4 plus 0 into minus 2. Now in this you can see that this is 0, this is 0. So 2 4s are 8. So half into 8 gives us 4 units square. Now they have asked us to find the ratio of PQR, area of PQR upon area of ABC. That is 1 upon 4, which is 1:4. So this is how we get ratio of areas, as well as we can find areas of triangles. Note this down. So children, you take these remaining two sums as homework, question number 4 and question number 5. But only in question number 5, I want to tell you what they have given us. They have told us that triangles ABC and the coordinates of triangles are given, and they have given that one of the median, if given the suppose here we take median as M, then if these coordinates are given, then we have to show that how the area of these two areas, triangles we get here, triangle 1 and triangle 2, how they are congruent, that we have to show. So you can show it, the areas of these two triangles are equal by using the formula of area of triangle. So this is how we have finished the lesson. Let's recap what we have done in this chapter. First of all, what is coordinate geometry? You have revised what you have learnt in 9th standard. Secondly, you have seen the distance formula. So distance formula is what? It is square root x1 whole bracket square plus y2 minus y1 whole bracket square. You can find the distance between two given points. Secondly, we have seen the section formula. So in section formula, they have given the line divided by a point, line segment divided by a point in the ratios m into m1, m2. So here we get the coordinates of points by using this m1 x2 plus m2 x1 upon m1 plus m2 and again m1 y2 plus m2 y1 upon m1 plus m2. Again we have seen the midpoint formula, Weston section formula, that is coordinates of point we get as x1 plus x2 upon 2, y1 plus y2 upon 2. And finally we have seen area of triangle just now, that is half of x1 y2 minus y3 in bracket plus x2 in bracket y3 minus y1 plus x3 in bracket y1 minus y2. So solve the remaining sums which I have given you for homework, and you can solve the other sums, and whatever doubts you note down in your book, in the doubt solving session of this lesson I will solve your doubts that time. Till then, bye.